my beautiful people. I'm trying something a little different today with an audio only vlog, mainly because one, I like to experiment sometimes, and two, my ring light is broken and I don't really have a lot of lighting. So, yeah, it's also the reason why several of my vlogs lately have been outside, but I'm recording this at night, so I can't really do an outdoor vlog. Although I've done that before, but whatever. Anyway, I just saw the brand new Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared TV series, which was released on the Channel 4 streaming service All 4 in the UK on September 23rd. But several people in the UK uploaded several and all of the episodes to YouTube through a variety of different channels, and that's how I watched it, not being in the UK. Although, if it eventually gets an official release here in the States, I'll obviously be checking it out again as a way to support this show and to hopefully get a season 2 out of it, because I really enjoyed Don't Hold Me, I'm Scared. I thought it was a great horror satire on children's programming like Sesame Street or The Puzzle Place. I don't know why I brought up The Puzzle Place, but that was just the first thing to come into my mind outside of Sesame Street for some reason. But yeah, I thought it was a great satire on children's programming. Very disturbing and not just for shock value. Like, especially in the Time episode, that's very disturbing. And the songs are very catchy, even though many of them I think are supposed to be really terrible, as a lot of kids' show songs can be. And the puppetry is also very impressive, especially for an independent YouTube series. And yeah, the YouTube series went viral for a reason and spawned an actual television series in the UK for a reason, because these videos are very well done. The series is actually very faithful to the YouTube videos, where our main three guys are just chilling, vibing, when some magical talking item shows up and decides to teach them about the lesson of the day. Typical kids show stuff, only stuff goes horribly wrong in a dark and twisted way. Only this time it's in 22 minutes and there's an ongoing storyline throughout the episode. And with each passing episode, the show continues to impress me on how well put together it is. The puppetry is absolutely phenomenal. This is some of the best puppetry that I've seen in years. And the songs, there are multiple episodes per song, there are multiple songs per episode now, and they are very well put together, very catchy songs. Even again, some of them are kind of meant to be awful, but then there are definitely some ones that are genuinely catchy and very good. Especially that freaking intro. That intro has been stuck in my head all freaking weekend and just cannot get it out. And I can't stop listening to it. Like, it's such a catchy theme song, and it changes every episode, so it gets you to keep listening to the theme song to see what they're going to do next during the bridge, and it is so good. And episode 2, I think, has probably my personal favorite song in the show is Big Day. That's also a very fun song. And episode 2 is probably my favorite episode of the entire series. I think it has the best jokes. I think the puppetry really shines in this one. The songs are extremely catchy, and the horror is pretty good too. And this episode really just makes me laugh, so it's definitely my favorite of the whole bunch. Although I definitely will say that the creepiest and most disturbing episode is episode 3, the one all about family. That episode is very disturbing throughout the entirety, because we got these two shining twin omen type puppets that look nothing like out of the entire series, and they creep me out. I don't like that at all. So I really enjoyed this show. Obviously, I recommend it if you're a fan of the YouTube series, but even if you've never seen it before, I do recommend it if you're a fan of subversion humor type shows, like the type you would see on Adult Swim a lot, especially the whole kids shows go wrong type of shows, because I feel like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is one of the best examples of those types of shows, and it is genuinely very disturbing, but it also has some really catchy songs, some great puppetry, and some lovable characters to boot. So, if you guys are a fan of subversive humor, or if you're a fan of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, definitely give the new All 4 series a shot. And once it comes to the States, or if it comes to the States at all, I actually don't know, definitely give it a shot, because I want a season 2. I'm sure you guys would want a season 2. Let's get this season 2 to happen like the next 80 years or whatever. I also saw The Woman King, which was released a few weeks ago, and I thought the film was very well made. I kind of find it a little bit weird that we don't have that many epics starring mostly black people. I think outside of this, the only other example is Black Panther, but I'd say that if they're as good as Black Panther or even this film, I'd say we should have more black epics. So, The Woman King follows this tribe of people in Africa, which are protected by a group of warrior women, and these warrior women are freaking awesome. They kick so much butt throughout the film, and I'd say that a lot of these women are fairly great actors and fairly likable in this film. A lot of the acting is very strong throughout the course of the film, especially from our leading woman, who I believe is played by Viola Davis. Correct me if I'm wrong. She just knocks it out of the park in this film, and she is just phenomenal. If she doesn't get nominated for any awards, then all academies are racist. But all the other actors, they do a phenomenal job in this film. The acting is very strong. The cinematography in this film is freaking beautiful. There are several shots that make you feel like you are in Africa. Like, Africa is freaking beautiful, and this film does what I wish the Lion King remake did, and just make you want to visit Africa, because Africa is a beautiful place, and this film glorifies how beautiful Africa looks. The story, on the other hand, I think that it is a story that has been told quite a few times throughout film history, but I think this film does it in a pretty decent way that's unique to its own, and it does have some tropes that you would see in a type of film like this. I'm not going to give away what they are, but the clever thing about this movie is that they never go the way that you think these tropes will typically go, and I won't even go with what the tropes are, and it's very clever, and I really like the film for doing that. The action scenes are also really well choreographed. It's very well done, and yeah, I really enjoyed The Woman King. Not a whole lot to say about it. Just a really well-made epic, and I'd highly recommend checking this film out if you have the time, because it's definitely worth it. I also saw season 3 of Harley Quinn. The season finale just aired on HBO Max a few days ago, and it was actually the day before The Woman King came out, oddly enough. And yeah, I really enjoyed the season. I binged the first couple of seasons during quarantine, and throughout 2021, I've been very anticipating the third season to come out to HBO Max. And I have to say, I really enjoyed the new season of Harley Quinn. This focused a lot on Poison Ivy wanting to take over Earth with her play it to take over the world, and Harley Quinn by her side, since the two are now dating now, and Harley wants to prove that she is a good girlfriend by always sticking by her side, regardless on if she really agrees with Ivy's plan or not. And that's basically one of the main conflicts throughout the entire season. The characters are all extremely strong and lovable. Most of the ensemble cast doesn't really get a whole lot to do this season. Clayface is mostly off doing an acting career, and King Shark, for the most part, is put to the side, dealing with some family issues in a couple episodes and becoming the rulers of the sea. But it's mainly about Poison Ivy pursuing her plans of world domination through her plants, and Harley and Ivy's relationship, and the show does it pretty well. That, and there's a lot of episodes focusing around the Bat family this season around. I mean, for a show about Harley Quinn, I'd say that's kind of weird to focus this much on the Bat family, but then it does take place in Gotham, and Harley and Batgirl have grown pretty close over the last few seasons, and I guess it kind of makes sense the more you think about it. And we also get introduced to Nightwing in this season, and he's absolutely hilarious. And Batman has become really pathetic and so funny over the course of this show. He's such a simp for Catwoman, and the fact that he's in his 40s, has a child, and basically made a whole new family, yet he still can't let the death of his parents go. It's both tragic and funny, although I guess with the release of the new Thomas Wayne biopic, all of that trauma that he never really got out of him just, came right back. We also get introduced to a couple new characters from the DC universe, most notably Swamp Thing, but we also get a quick little cameo from John Constantine in that very same episode. I find how they handle Swamp Thing absolutely hilarious. I won't give it away, but trust me, it's pretty funny. And what they did to Joker is also really funny. And the fact that he is running for mayor, not for any evil reasons or Jokerish reasons, but to be a good role model for his family. And the fact that Joker is genuinely a pretty decent dad, I don't know, I just find that fucking hilarious, given on where he was at the start of the show to where he is now. Like, some dude bros might get very pissed off seeing the Joker like this, but I just find it so fucking funny. Now, while this show has been renewed for season 4, I would still recommend you watch this show as soon as possible, and even get the DVDs and Blu-rays as soon as you can, because, remember, this is still an original animated series for HBO Max. So, you never know what's gonna happen, and we never know if this season 4 will actually be released, or they might pull a Batgirl, or a season 3 of Little Ellen, and it's completely finished, and they just don't release it as a tax write-off or whatever the fuck. But anyway, the point is, Harley Quinn season 3 is yet another really great season to this really great show, and if it gets made, which it's been renewed, but still, if it gets made, I can't wait for season 4. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. What do you guys think of the new Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared series, The Woman King, or Harley Quinn? And this is the start of normal vlogs for all the new shit. Toon Talk will specifically be Animalogic Universe stuff from now on. I don't know if I'll go ahead and actually make the Mr. Johnson show or not. I'm still debating on that, but we'll just wait and see. But if you guys want to see more videos from me, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified of when future videos are uploaded. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for the overwhelming amount of support and success that I've been getting from Steam Timber. It's been absolutely amazing. There's still a couple episodes left, so please keep an eye out for those coming out today and tomorrow. And also keep an eye out for the Halloween episodes of Animal Logic and Dune Talk that will definitely be coming out next month. But until then, I will see you later. Bye!